What's up, party people, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, actually this is several weeks after I originally filmed the tutorial because I didn't like the intro, so we're redoing it. But anyway, today I want to do something that hasn't been done in many moons. A celebrity inspired makeup tutorial. I know, this will probably get no views. Several months back, I posted a discussion in my community tab about celebrity inspired makeup tutorials. And for reference, I posted this beautiful picture of Hilary Duff because for some reason this look is engraved in my memory. I think I figured out the reasons why we saw the demise of these tutorials. Number one, I think these celebrity makeup artists themselves are just more accessible to us. Like, they're less out of reach. They're on TikTok, they're on YouTube, they're creating content talking about the behind the scenes, you know, what they do, what they use, and just kind of sharing more about the tricks of the trade, and it's not as gatekept as it used to be. Because back in the day, like not very long ago, you didn't hear from celebrity makeup artists. Like, you didn't hear from professional makeup artists as a whole, really, like unless they wrote a book. But now there's profit, so now they're all coming to the forefront and wanting to share what they do. Hey, look at me, I do so-and-so's makeup. But it's like, you know what, where were you 10 years ago? Sorry, a little salty about it. I also think that celebrities themselves are just overall less idolized. Not to mention the makeup nowadays, like what makeup artists are creating, it's nothing special. No offense to these current makeup artists, but like back in the day, the celebrities that were appealing to us, like our age bracket as, you know, young adults, teens, whatever, the makeup hit, and it hit hard. My generation for makeup inspiration was kind of like early to mid 2000s. Like, that was my heyday. Like, that's what I'm the most excited about. So here's my idea. So this video is going to serve as kind of a test. I want to bring back celebrity makeup tutorials. I'm talking about the ones from our teen years, like our teen idols, because I want to get back to our roots. Like, I want to get back to the reason that it all got started. Yeah, in the comments below, I want to know who your favorite celebrities were when you were just getting started in makeup. If you were a teenager or a young adult, I want to know whose makeup always just kicked ass. Whose makeup really lit that fire in you to sit down and want to be better, like want to learn about makeup and really play, just have fun with it. So in today's video, we are trying to conquer this beautiful, just absolutely stunning Ashley Olsen look from the early 2000s. Ashley and her makeup artists were way ahead of their time with this kind of style, I feel like. Super glowy, sun-kissed skin, very bronzy. A really sultry, grungy, bronzy, smoky eye that just, it gives off, I woke up like this. I went to bed with my makeup on and woke up and just kind of smudged some stuff, like just kind of fix it with my fingers, you know, that kind of look. Yeah, if you want to see more like this, if you want to see this become a series, then make sure you give this one a big old thumbs up, and also comment below like, I want to see more. And then with that comment, tell me who your favorite teen idol was growing up. Like, who is that person that you would see and just like, oh, I want to look like them so bad. And without further ado, let's try to conquer this stunning Y2K Ashley Olsen makeup look. Wish me luck. We're going to be starting from scratch, okay? We're going to do skincare, makeup, the whole shebang. I go into this Cocoa Kind Glow Essence with Sea Grape Caviar Spray. This is a super glow enhancing moisturizing spray. Honestly, if you have really oily skin, you might not want to use this because it can be kind of oily, and I'm about out. Dang it. This is the Fourth Ray Beauty Rainfall 2% Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This is really good for hydration and plumping the skin, making it look really glowy and stuff, and it's just a really good base. So that's a really good hyaluronic acid serum if you're in the market. Chances are you got a product with hyaluronic acid in it, so just use it there. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. This doesn't really matter, like use whatever you got. This is the Essence Olive Stage eyeshadow base, which is no longer available, but I'm just going to use it. I'm going to go into a cream bronzer, and again, it doesn't really matter what you're using for this. This is just to lay down the base work, like lay down the transition, like a little bit of depth in the crease. But I'm going to try the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, not try, but for this look, I'm going to try the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Tan Lines. And here's what it looks like, so you can try to recreate it in case you don't have it. So yeah, just a simple bronzer. See, I'm just putting this all in the crease from the inner, like almost touching the side of my nose right here, all the way out to like the end of my eye. So for her eyes, it's kind of hard to tell what she's got going on because her eyes are actually pretty hooded, but to me it looks like just a metallic bronzy tone. So I've got a couple different options. And when I first created this look, I used the Morphe Bronze Metal 9R palette, which actually worked out really well. I really liked the look when I first did it. And the bronze shades in here, like the shimmers, work out really well. For like, it looks like it matches up with what's in the picture. So that's an option. Also the Moira Chasing Eternity palette, which is on Amazon. Like, there's tons of beautiful bronzy tones in here. Like the shimmers in here look dead on to what she's wearing. So I'm not sure which one I think would be better. I hope this is fun, kind of walking you through my thought process, like how I'm going about deciding what I'm using and stuff. Hopefully it's not boring for you guys. Starting out, I'm gonna go into the lighter shade in that Moira palette. So this is the shade Forever You, from the inner to the outer corner. And I will be keeping this below the crease. Like I wanna put this too high because you can't really see a whole lot of shimmer when she's got her eye open. All right, so I'm trying to figure out how I wanna do this darker metallic taupey shimmer because I feel like there's a darker shade in there. I just don't know how much. I'm gonna start by putting this close to the lash line and just kind of work my way up just a little bit. And I do want to put some on the outer V as well, but doing it with my finger, it'll just kind of look messy and wonky. So I do want to take a brush for that and just start tapping it right there in the lower outer V. Let's see, I may go into a very small amount of one of these matte shades right here for my crease just to kind of set it in place so it doesn't get creasy and melt. Like I don't want it to melt off. So I'm gonna go into, let's take this shade right here. What's this called? Goddess. And going to swatch it so you have a good idea of how to recreate it. I'm gonna take that on a smaller blending brush, like nothing that's too fluffy because I feel like I can't control it as much. So I wanna make sure that it just gets right there in the crease and just kind of sets that cream bronzer. So whenever I first did this look, I went into a separate shimmer for the lid. Now I feel like it looks pretty close to what I've already got, so this may not be necessary, but because the first time turned out the best, let's go ahead and do it. It's the Bodyography glitter pigment in the shade Off the Hook. So it's just a really shimmery metallic, just smooth kind of taupey shade. Like it's just gonna add a little bit of brightness. It looks a lot like what I've got on already, so I'm just gonna try it. It may not be necessary, but why not? I'm gonna tap that right in the center just for some added like little brightness in there. Go back into a little more of that taupey bronze metallic shade and just kind of tapping back over the lash line a little bit. Then the crease brush that I used previously. Buffing back and forth, making sure there's not a lot of shimmer up there. Okay, then I'm gonna go into a cream eyeshadow, like a cream metallic champagne for the inner corner. I'm gonna go into the LA Colors shadow stick in the shade Champagne for this. So it's kind of like a yellowy champagne, but very dewy, very bright. I'm just gonna put this in the inner corner for some brightness and then kind of fusing it up into the shimmers on the lid. I'm gonna take my finger and just kind of dab it out. It kind of blends itself. You don't really need to do this, but just to make sure it's blended. And because she's so brightened, I probably want to go into another champagne-y poppy shade, like a powder, just to set that and really make it like really bright and glowy. So I'm gonna go into this shade over here in the palette. This is called Rewarding, which is, it looks like a really bright, like satiny champagne pink kind of shade. Kind of tapping it right on top of that cream eyeshadow and then fusing it up into the shimmer on the lid. I'm gonna clean up the brow bone a little bit, so I'm gonna go into this matte ivory shade up here in the palette. And this will help make everything look more clean and crisp, but also it'll help make this next step that we do kind of pop more. I'll go back into that brush that I used for the crease shade once again and just kind of blend the edge of that crease shade with the brow bone to make sure it's not too like step by step, you know. So like I said, she's got a pop of shimmer on her brow bone as well. You can use literally any of these shimmery champagne shades I talked about previously, the LA Girl one, or it was LA Colors or ELF. But for some reason, I'm really drawn to this one. This is also from Dollar Tree, and it's very similar to this other one from LA Colors that I use for my inner corner, but this one's more of like a satiny shade. So because it's the brow bone, I don't want it to be too shimmery for myself anyway, because a super shimmery brow bone, especially in excess, can kind of make your eye look more hooded and just more closed off. This is the LA Colors highlighter stick in the shade Highlighter. I'm gonna put this right below the arch of my brow. So can you see that? Like it's not a super like in your face shimmer. It's just very toned down, very natural, just kind of catches the light. So now I'm gonna smoke out my lash line. So I'm gonna go into this really dark brown in the palette. It doesn't look like her eyeliner is super thick. Like it just looks like tight lining, honestly. Now I'm gonna go into a black eyeliner for my tight lines. I'm gonna use this one from Matte Queen New York. This is one of the best long wearing eyeliners I've ever used. It's actually a Korean brand. This is the Moni waterproof pencil gel liner in the shade number 1 Smoky Roasting Latte. It's just a black. I'm just gonna lift my eye up a little bit and go right in that blank space right there, that little tight line waterline area. There's a little difference side by side. Dang. Okay, gonna go ahead and curl my lashes and put on some mascara. I don't even think she's wearing false lashes. Like I just think she's rocking her own lashes, and it's not even like a crap ton of mascara. Like it's a very minimal amount of mascara. I'm gonna go into the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. This is a really good one for like just, it's super jet black. It's very rich, and I feel like it really kind of gets in there at the base. I think that's enough. That's one pretty decent layer. So we're just gonna stop there. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and start priming. So because it's gonna be so many glowy, dewy products, I wanna make sure that I use a primer that really improves the longevity. So I'm gonna use the NYX Electrolyte Primer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swap this on. But now I'm gonna go into a dewy, illuminating kind of product, like something like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter or the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I've also got the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion, the LA Girl Luminous Glow Skin Illuminator. I'm gonna show you a couple different ones just so you can see what they look like on the skin. So I'll start with the L'Oreal Glotion, the shade Medium Glow. I'm just gonna put this mainly under my eyes, across the bridge of my nose, and going across my cheek area, like especially like right through here. Like I'm not gonna bring it down a whole lot down through here because it doesn't really need to be glowy down there, and I've got a lot of acne and stuff, so I'm really just kind of hitting the high points. Let's try the LA Girl one on the other side. So this one's pretty similar, it's just a slightly different tone. But it's a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one that I feel like no one talks about, so I'm just kind of showing some different products in action, just kind of showing some love to different things. So I'm going to go ahead and start on my brows while this is kind of setting down. I'm going to go into the e.l.f. Wow Brow Mascara in the shade Neutral Brown. I'm just going to go ahead and put this in as a base, and we'll go in and kind of do some extra filling and, you know, kind of filling in the gaps and stuff later on. I do want to make this as natural looking as possible, so I'm going to go into this NYX brow pen, the Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in the shade Taupe. I'm just going to go in vertically and just kind of flick it up very lightly, and if I don't need it, I'm not gonna do it there. So like on this side, I've got a little gap right here in the inner portion. I go in and fill that out with some hair-like strokes, just like that. So the next part is something that's kind of trippy. It's kind of like, oh, we shouldn't be doing that, but just trust the process. So with all this radiance and glow and dewiness, it can go downhill very quickly. Like there's a fine line between glowy and radiant and oil slick. So I'm gonna take a radiant, kind of shimmery setting powder, like anything that kind of maintains some glow. Like you can use something that's more mattifying if you want to, like you'll get a similar effect, but I want to use something that's got a little bit of shimmer to it actually, that will set this in place and keep it from, you know, going into oily territory, but also kind of add to the glow itself. So this is actually discontinued. This is no longer available. You can find it at some places still, but I think they've hiked up the price a little bit. This is the Milani Make It Last setting powder in the shade Radiant. And for me, I could never use this as an actual setting powder because it is so shimmery. It adds some glow, but it also helps absorb oil and set your face too. You may have a highlighter in your collection that doesn't make you look like a grease ball when applied the way we're going to do it today, so just play around and just see. So I'm mainly going to focus this wherever I applied the luminizer product, so just the high points of the cheeks, like anywhere that you want to kind of enhance the glow. And I'm applying a very, very light amount. Like I'm not packing this on, just dusting it over the areas. Again, it's just going to set that primer and the luminizers down enough to where it's going to make them not get greasy throughout the day. It's going to kind of remove the tackiness to where like you still have the glow, but the tackiness is gone, which that can lead to oiliness and stuff too, and shine. So for foundation, I'm going to use one that's not super glowy because like I said, there's a lot of glowy products going on here and also underneath. So I'm going to go into a satin finish foundation, like a natural satin finish, just so we've got some glow, but it's not too much, you know. This is the Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation, and this is from Dollar General. And I've actually got a video coming out. If it's not out already, I'm not sure which one I'm going to put up first, but I've got a video coming out where I do a similar technique to improve the wear of makeup. So stay tuned for that. Like that one will change your life. So there's a base. So now let's go into some concealer under the eyes. I'm gonna use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Natural. I don't really see anything super special about concealer placement. So yeah, just do it the way you normally do. So now on to bronzer. So she is very sun-kissed, very bronzy. I'm gonna try to do the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Liquid Bronzer. So I'm gonna go across my cheeks, kind of the way I would apply blush. And I'm also gonna go on top of my nose. But I'm gonna stay out of my hollows. Like we're not doing the hollow contour stuff, okay? Yeah, there is bronzer. So we are looking, man, we just went on a cruise. So for blush, it looks like she probably used something like NARS Orgasm or just any kind of like shimmery, rosy pink blush, like something that's got like a little bit of like a gold essence to, like a gold sheen base. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand in the shade Rose You Slay. Look at that. See, you can really see that gold shimmer and that warmth to it. I'm gonna keep it right here around like under my eyes. So I'm not gonna bring it all the way out here. Like she has a little bit out there, but it's mainly it's mainly focused like right here. Now I will say I do see some rosiness right up here along her bronzer. So it looks like her makeup artist took some up here to kind of get that effect of, you know, being sunburnt, which hopefully this isn't too shimmery for that. Going back into my bronzer brush, I'm just going to tap over that area so it's not too pink and too shimmery and it looks a little more natural. I'm also going to go down here and kind of tap over the blush again. So yeah, boom. If you feel like you're glowing enough, then don't do this next step. I'm gonna go into a powder highlighter, but one that isn't too over the top, like one that's kind of more of like a natural skin light kind of highlighter. This is the Essence, the highlighter in the shade Sun Showers. So I'm gonna apply this in kind of like a sideways L shape, like bump, bump, like going over the apple right here, doing a Cupid's bow, and right through here, kind of like the bridge in between her eyebrows, like right there on her nose, and then also on her temples up here above the arch of her brow. So just a little bit, just whatever's left over on the brush. Also, what's really interesting is that she's got her outer corner of her eye highlighted. Like there's so much glow in this little corner right there, and it's kind of like, it looks like it connects the brow bone, but I can't tell if it does. But yeah, a lot of glow right there in the very outer corner of the eye. It's so subtle, but it's so pretty. So now I'm gonna do my little concealer hack, which I'm gonna put up here. I did this video a while back, but it is literally something I do every single day. It really makes the under eye area look so much better. And if you are prone to creasing and like a dry, crepey, aged under eye, you gotta try. It is the best concealer hack of all time. So going back up to the lower lash line, it looks like she may have a black or a brown in the lower waterline too, but when I do that, I mean, I may end up doing that, I'm not sure, but I feel like it looks better on me if I don't do that, but just know that I do see that on her. I'm gonna go into the darker, more taupey bronze shade for my lower lash line, and then keep this really close to the base of the lashes and just kind of smudging this. It looks, yeah, it's smudged from the inner to the outer corner of her eye. Then going into that first bronzy shimmer shade that we used on the eyelid, and just do the exact same thing, just tap it right on top of that taupey darker bronze shade. All right, so there's what that looks like so far. I'm actually gonna go into this mid-tone neutral matte brown shade right here, like a very small amount, and tap off the excess and go right underneath both of those shimmers just a little bit. I don't want to smoke it out too much, like I don't want it to be too low under my eyes. And again, we're bringing this all the way under from the inner to the outer corner. I got a little too rambunctious, so I'm gonna go back in with my concealer sponge and just kind of tap out underneath it to clean it up. So because I feel like I'm not staying true to the look if I don't do this, I'm gonna go into a brown eyeliner and put that on my lower waterline. This is the Essence Stay and Play Gel Liner in the shade But First Espresso. So for setting powder, I'm gonna use anything, it doesn't really matter. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in the shade Light. So you don't wanna go overboard with this, okay? So pretty much apply it around your cheek products if you can get away with it. So if you can avoid putting the setting powder on top of all that glow, then do that. And then any kind of mascara on the lowers, I'm just gonna use the e.l.f. Lash Beats mascara for my lower lashes because I don't like it for the uppers, so I gotta get use out of it somehow. I feel like her look looks a lot more like she just rolled out of bed and woke up like that versus mine. Mine looks a lot more like, girl, you tried too hard. So for lips, to me, it just looks like they're rocking her natural lip color. Like she may have a clear gloss on or like a light pink gloss on, maybe a tad bit of lip liner, but like her lips were always really nice and like naturally full and plump. And I don't have her lips, so I need a little bit of lip liner. So I'm gonna use the Relove by Revolution Super Fill Lip Liner in the shade Wonder, which looks like a straight up chocolate brown, but by the time you put it on and smudge it out a little bit, it looks pretty natural, like a natural lip contour for me. So yeah, there's that. So I'm gonna take my finger and just kind of smudge it out a little bit so it looks like my lips are just naturally plump. So I'm gonna use the Kaja Gloss Shot Lip Gloss in the shade Milk Tea. It's got a slight bit of pinkiness to it. Like it really is like a milky pink. Like it's not super opaque, but it does give you a little bit of something. And then finish off with some setting spray because we don't want it budging. Let's see if we can do the hair too. Why not? Is that it? Did we do it? Did we do it? Not really. Oh no, I really had fun creating this look and just kind of getting back to my roots, like kind of living in my younger self again, you know, pulling up a picture of a celebrity and trying to create the look. And you know, like this just, it feels so nostalgic to me. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed sitting down with me and having fun with makeup, make sure you give this a big old thumbs up. Here's a couple more things for you to check out next. Just venture around the channel, make yourself at home. Subscribe if you're not already, and turn the notification on to always see my stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.